put carrots in the car, crash the car.
I think that question was answered.
Oh, got him. My name is Piotr Krupp, and I'm technical music designer for music team, and I work on like all the music stuff related in the company.
And I'm Maciek Tatarynowicz. I'm a sound designer, and I'm working on Gwent, Polaris, and Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. And this is Answered.
I'm reaching for the first question. What are you responsible for in your role?
Depending on the project, but most of the times I'm just responsible for scheduling, recording, designing and implementing the sounds for various parts of the game. I just like get a request to make a sound, and then I create it and implement it to the game. And then nobody is listening to it because everybody plays the game with the music. How often do you cooperate with other departments?
It would be easier to say like when I'm not. I'm always cooperate with someone almost.
When it's a creative process, you are just like cooperating with everyone on this particular beat. When it comes to implementation and like the actual work on the game, it's more often to us, I'd say, to cooperate with other people because we are
be
like,
efficient, you know.
Yeah, we are just giving the sounds for the stuff that other people are doing, and you are just like building on top of that kind of.
True. Yeah. This is why it's called post-production. So yeah, we do stuff with everyone basically.
Sound designer is a person who creates the sounds that are corresponding to something that you actually see in the game, like particular parts. So for example, weapons, cars, horses, people. Music is something that's totally different.
My job is basically a link between audio programmers and, in our case, composers, right? Because I'm working with music. I basically make sure that everything that composer came up with is getting realized in the game, and that means that the tools that we're being provided by the coders are adequate for the job, you know.
Because it's like sound designer, technical music designer, and audio programmer, and actually I would say we are missing two pieces of this puzzle. The fourth one would be composers, the fifth one would be technical sound designers.
Yeah.
So basically we can compare composers to sound designers, technicals to technicals, and then audio programmers that are combining our work with the engine and actually make it work in the game whenever we implement stuff and tell the game, play this.
What's the most satisfying thing about your job?
One kind of trivial is when it works.
It's not so obvious that
Yeah,
I know that.
So that's the first thing. And when it works, I can share it to some other people. And then I get the feedback that it's cool, that it works, for like works in terms of like creative manner, that it like fits to the scene and basically does the job. Back to the studio.
Back to the studio. We are the studio.
What's one thing you definitely could not work without?
One thing?
Composers.
I mean, yeah, first thing, if you work with audio, take care of your ears. Like, period. Like, you cannot work without your ears working good. So, like, take care of them. If you go to concert, you know, put the stoppers in. Like, that's a good practice.
Your answer is you.
Yes, I cannot work without me. Exactly. The most annoying sound in the world. I know.
It's a personal.
Like scratching fork on the surface of a ceramic plate.
Yes. Some people just hate sound of the styrofoam. Like,
being cracked.
Yeah. And some people hate like when you do a nails on the blackboard. I am not touched at all by the sound. So every time when I was at class, I was like.
For the sounds that don't make me feel a physical pain, I would say snoring. If someone's snoring next to me and I'm trying to sleep. We're not special, we're just like you. Have a colleague next to you with a lightning rod. No, but go for it.
I would say it's not something very, very different. Like when you want to record the literal thunderstorm, you just like need to make sure you're safe, just like every other person. What's more interesting in context is you don't have to record a thunderstorm to create a thunderstorm.
What characteristics should a good newbie have?
If we hire someone for sound design, they have to have the imagination,
True.
the knowledge of the sound, and maybe a little technical skills. It's much easier to learn the person who knows the creative stuff, the technical stuff, than the opposite. Like when someone knows the technicals but don't have any creative like capabilities, it's gonna be hard.
What is the best superpower to have? The best.
The best. I will go philosophically now.
Oh no.
The best
ready.
superpower is to be able to convince everyone you are right.
Useful. So manipulation is your jam, huh?
I'd love to.
Okay.
Yeah, I cannot manipulate at all,
Okay.
I think. Or maybe. Oh, or am I?
What surprised you the most when you joined the company?
I think the atmosphere in the company. So I was like prepared, okay, it's gonna be more stiff, more,
Uptight.
yeah. But it turned out not at all.
For me, it was slightly different because the first thing that hit me was like the amount of knowledge there is to, you know, to gain and like I need to learn. But it was like scary a little bit first, but then it was like I'm learning so much. I mean, that would be the kosher way to do it, right? I think like the Blues Brothers, the movie. Like the fun fact, I think because there was like a lot of like car chasing and car crashing, and I think they just demolished like over 20 cars or stuff, or maybe even up to 100. I might be making up these numbers, but I know they like physically wreck cars. So that happens, but it's probably an expensive way to go.
Yeah, and I probably say for sound purposes, no. Most of the times we don't need to destroy anything. We basically use some kind of like metal sheets or something like this, and it works.
Yeah, or like if you have a good library, then that could work sometimes too.
Yeah, and a follow-up to that question actually would be, do I have to break the bones to make a recording of breaking the bones? And the answer is yes. No, but the answer is no. We use vegetables most of the times, or branches or something like this, as I said before.
Sound of breaking bones within a crashing car. Put carrots in the car, crash the car.
Yeah.
Got it. Yes, that's how it's done. Trust me.